Let me turn down the volume. Are we live? We're here? We made it? Woo! All right, we are live. All right. Hello, my fellow foam flinging enthusiasts, and happy new year. I am Andrew, aka Dart Sweep, and welcome back to a new season of the Foam Zone. I am your host, Andrew, aka Dart Sweep, and welcome. It is great to be back. I don't think we've streamed since November, so it's been a minute. So I've missed everyone. Life has kept me extremely busy. Uh, as you can see, have not put on weight. This is just four layers of clothing because I am currently in the garage studio, which is near the outdoors, and I'm in the Northeast. And if you know about the Northeast, we are blanketed with snow and snow and ice. So it is pretty chilly. I got the heater going on down here, so we're gonna make it. But appreciate everyone's patience. As you know, this is a live streaming show. Technical difficulties do happen, and of course, it wouldn't be a Foam Zone show without some technical difficulties. So, but again, super excited to be back, and yeah, so welcome back to the Foam Zone. And if this is your very first time joining us here on the Foam Zone, the Foam Zone is a bi-weekly live streaming, essentially talk show where we invite guests all throughout the hobby. Doesn't matter who you are, whether you be a modder, designer, a club admin, HVZ organizer, event organizer, or you just like to plank and fling foam in your basement or backyard. It doesn't matter. If you have any passion for the hobby whatsoever, we like to have you be invited as a guest here on the Foam Zone and do a little get to know you, little 101 class. So if that is something you're interested in, please reach out to us, send us a DM, and we would love to have you on. I'm actually super excited to have our guest on that we have for this evening. It's very serendipitous. This is someone who has supported us and has pretty much been watching since day one here on the World Foam Alliance YouTube channel. So the World Foam Alliance is your central hub, or is going to be work in progress as always, your central hub to connect, to find your local groups in your area or wherever you may be, to connect to and go to events, find out what's going on. It's going to have all sorts of resources. If you'd like to create a website for your club, have admission tickets, anything to get your club going, we'll have the resources for that available. And again, that is a work in progress, but that is the worldfoamalliance.com website that will be hopefully ready by the summer. So keep your fingers crossed. I want to say hello to everyone that has been patiently waiting in the chat. Thank you guys. Of course, we have let's give a shout out to AJ. AJ, always great to see you. We have Foam Fight Dex. Thanks for the Instagram sub. Appreciate you. We got Louie. Louie is in the house. Good to see you. DMF looks like he's popped up. DMF, good to see you. We have B&B, Burgers and Blasters, Blasters and Burgers. Devin Tilley from Knoxville. Thank you. Let's see who else we got. Of course, Al the Geek. So welcome everyone. It is great to be back. It is great to see all these familiar and friendly faces. Let's see. We also have who's that? 2-Bit, welcome. We got Monkey Goose, welcome everyone. Super excited to see everyone. Super excited to be back here on the Foam Zone. So what's new? It's been a minute. Let's see. Last time we talked, I don't even remember what came out. Last time we talked, I think it was the the stagecoach from Out of Darts that I got. That was my big thing that I was super excited about. And the Jericho and the Raider were some of the blasters I was having fun with that we last spoke about. I know some blasters have been released in the meantime. If you know of any, or you're excited, or you've seen some, or gotten a chance to try any between November and now, go ahead and drop that down in the live comment chat section. Like to see what everyone's been getting a chance to play around with. I personally have not gotten a chance to play that much. Usually we are in season during the off season, but this year, just due to venue logistics, we decided to take the winter off. We'll be back in March for the Maryland area. Stay tuned. Actually, February, we'll have an event for the Maryland area. But stay tuned. I think we're going to add in a special event coming in March, which should be a lot of fun. And then stay tuned for more events in the Maryland area as we announce those. But speaking of events, it looks like a lot of organizers have announced dates for their events, and it's super exciting. Again, the more opportunities to have these events where everyone can get together and share their passion for foam flinging, I'm all about it. I'm with it. So I think we're starting off this weekend, actually. Speaking of B&B, they are having their Blitzfire event. So normally they are an indoor blaster arena catering to birthday parties and things like that. But once a month, they open it up to high power hour, which the likes of Captain Xavier and Talon Axe Armory have made their way. I know Al the Geek was thinking about going. But yeah, if you're in the Knoxville area, go check out B&B Indoor Foam Dart Arena, Blitzfire this weekend. More information on their website. Check their socials. Their TikTok is a lot of fun. Their Instagram, their social page. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. They have a lot of fun there. And we want to see these kinds of businesses essentially that cater to us do well. So go show them some support. If you're in the area, please show up. I unfortunately, due to scheduling issues, don't think I'll be able to make it down this weekend. We had discussed it, but I'm going to make it at some point. So plan for that. And then let's see, February, ABC, Atlanta Blaster Club, I believe, is having their 3v3 tournament. So if you're interested, I'm not sure if registration is still available, but I know they do it for fundraising, and it's super competitive, and good chance to get a sneak peek of some of the other upcoming comp events and teams throughout the year. So I believe that is the end of February. I want to say February 28th. If I'm not mistaken. I was going to say February 29th, but I'm not sure if it's a leap year or not. Someone told me in the live chat comment it's not. So definitely not. Don't go there on February 29th. You will not be happy. And then March, I think Sub-Zero, ironically has not ironically, but has decided to move their January date that they normally have into March. So I think it'll be a little bit more accessible for people and won't get caught in the snow that has been tradition for that event. But Sub-Zero, it's, again, a charity event. Hosted by some of our good friends. I think Mike Farley and Archer and some other people are involved with that. They have a Discord. So for more information regarding that event, I know they're looking for sponsors and volunteers and things like that. Please go visit their Discord and get some more information. I'm actually hoping to make it up there for the first time myself this year. So seeing if I can manage that. March, and then we're in April. April is a new date for End War. End War is happening, I think, the second or third week in April. I think it's the third week in April, around the 17th, if I'm not mistaken. If someone, IDL, there we go, is February 7th. Oh, I'm so sorry. The ABC 3v3 is February 7th, which is my birthday. Interesting. But yeah, End War is moving from July into April. which I think is pretty cool because if you have been to NWAR down in Charlotte, North Carolina, you know it's close to 100 degrees, slaying them Zeds sometimes. So I think moving it earlier into the season might be conducive. And if I can get a chance, I got a lot of things going on this year myself, so I will take what I can get. But if I get a chance to make it down to NWAR, I will do so. And if you haven't been to NWAR, highly recommend it. Again, a very polished game. It's it's got a legacy. So if you haven't been to NWAR, definitely go check it out. Show support. I always have a great time. It's a lot of fun. And then May, I think we're May. May, we're rolling into Maryland Mayhem. More information regarding that will be coming out. So stay tuned for that. But again, 3-day event. We'll have the Maryland Foam Tournament on the Friday and going into Saturday. And then we will have BlasterCon and the 11th hour PvP paddle on Saturday. And then our version of HVZ called Dead End will be on the Sunday. So if you're able to make that for the May 15th weekend, we'd love to see you. And then right after that is Survival Fest. So if you can't make it to Mayhem, go to Survival Fest or go to both. A great opportunity to double stack and hit up some back-to-back weekend events. But Survival Fest, the premier HVZ event, or one of the premier HVZ events. I don't want to say other events are not as good, but definitely if you get a chance, have the opportunity to go to Survival Fest and you haven't done so already, or if you have, again, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's always a great time. And then I think that leads us into the summer. I'm not sure if there's anything going on between June and August, but August will pick back up, I believe, with APOC and BPOC with the Uno crowd. And then no. And then Rag has announced, I think for the first week of October, if I'm not mistaken. So, Glass, Monkey Goose is saying Glass is in July. So I'll get some more information regarding that. I forgot to mention UMBC. UMBC announced an invitational. So I'm super excited, super glad to hear that UMBC is back on the calendar. It is a throwables only invitational, so that should be super interesting and exciting to see. But if you enjoy throwables, mechanics, and UMBC game type, that's going to be a fun one to check out. And I'm not sure. I think they're aiming for April or May. I'll get confirmation on that. But I did want to mention UMBC is back and alive, and of course we were working with them in years past for Maryland Mayhem, and have nothing but great things to say, and super excited to hear they're actually able to have an event on campus, even though it's just throwing, but still going to be a lot of fun. So definitely worth checking that out. Let's see. And I appreciate everyone correcting me in the chat. Again, if there are more events that you know of in the chat, go ahead and drop that down in the live comment section. We'll make sure everyone knows about that. But yeah, and then APOC and BPOC to round out, and then I think that's it. Midsummer comes up at some point, I believe. And yeah, but pretty busy year, just off of that list alone. I know that Colorado's got their invitational, and a bunch of other clubs are probably going to have an invitational. I do have a substantial list of guests I'm trying to get on that are HVZ organizers that our friend Kyle from the ZIA was so graciously able to provide me. So at some point, I'm going to be reaching out to all the HVZ organizers to see if we can get them on here and talk shop. But yeah, Also, I wanted to thank everyone that was a part of, contributed, or had anything to do with the Tots or the Socks for Tots charity drive that Go Slow Taco for the Thomas Corbett Foundation charity drive did. If you were a part of that, thank you. Unbelievable goal of I think over $9,000 was raised for that. So that is Joy of Socks. I'm so sorry for the Joy of Socks, but that is crazy. I was happy to do a last minute donation myself. But yeah, hats off, congratulations to Colin and Rachel and everyone at the Go Slow Taco crew. And everyone that was a part of that. I know Grimm's, FNC, and Silver Fox, and Containment Crew. They all help out and support. So amazing job, well done. And again, thank you to everyone that was a part of it. All right, I think I've rambled on long enough, and let's bring on our guests before we have any more technical difficulties. They got their stream up and running. They had to switch cameras. It's just a camera issue. That's how it is. Again, it wouldn't be a Foam Zone episode if we didn't have a technical issue. Sometimes we don't even air because we have technical issues, but we beat it. We beat technology today. We are better than technology. So, yay for us. Yeah. So, what can I say about our guest? Our guest has pretty much been here since day one. They started joining our live streams right in our infancy. You see them in the live comment chat section, commenting all the time. They're in the Discord, sharing their knowledge and passion and links. But what I'm most impressive about, and I'm sure everyone is aware of that knows, is the ability to be a detective sleuth of being able to find out leaks, minutes, seconds sometimes when announced and released. But again, this is kind of serendipitous. This guest has been here since they were 15, and now they are of 18 of age and making their way into the world and, taking all their knowledge and starting to experience life. So super exciting to have our guest on tonight, who's been with us on this journey with the World Foam Alliance and Foam Zone as we've been doing these live streams for over the past 3 years. It's crazy how time flies. But yes, I am super excited to have our guest and introduce none other than the myth, the legend, the one, the only General Stryfe. Here comes the General.
Hey, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. Welcome to the Foam Zone. Finally, after 3 years, we've been talking about this, saying jokingly, "Oh, we got to get General Stryfe on here at some point." And now is the time. And here you are. And we appreciate you. Thanks for coming here, brother.
Thanks for asking me to be on here.
Absolutely. So why don't we go ahead and introduce yourself, who you are, and tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit of your background before we start talking about foam flinging.
I am General Stryfe, General Braxton Stryfe, General, whatever you want to call me. I am basically like a jack of all trades in the hobby. I'm a leak finder. I do content. I basically just find things. That's what I'm really good at in the hobby. I'm a collector of many things in the hobby: darts, blasters, you name it. I probably, maybe, hopefully have it.
Very cool. And where do you hail from? Which area of region are you coming from?
I'm a Northwest Iowan.
Nice, nice. So you're very familiar with our good friend Bill and their crew and everything.
Very familiar. One of my greatest friends.
So the first question I like to ask everyone is, how did this all start? How did the rabbit hole start? What's your first memory? Where did this all begin?
That's kind of hard to tell. First blaster ever was a blue Night Maverick with a yellow Maverick. I had two of them because my parents bought them back I think it was before I was born. But And then I started playing with them along with a Busby Tech 6, which I never really took care of. So that thing has long been since thrown away and broken. But the Maverick, something about like just shooting it and just like priming it and just messing around with it, it just kind of attracted me towards it. And then excuse me, I stumbled upon Captain Xavier's thrifting videos. And then that kind of introduced me to this whole kind of side of the hobby. Like, oh, I can just go to Goodwill and get like 20 blasters for $15, you know? And that just like I don't know, something about it just made me like I need to do I this is so much fun just priming them, firing them, you know, having backyard battles, just something about that just made me really like it.
Yeah, so it sounded like it kind of stemmed from curiosity and then kind of picking up some random blasters that you got a chance to play around with. And again, kind of the same thing that happened to me. You get them and you're like, this is actually
I
way
just
more
can't put this
fun than it
down.
has any, yeah, it has
Yeah.
any right to be. Yeah, very funny. What is it about foam flinging that you love, do you think?
Probably the community. That's probably just the general answer you get at these days, but
Yep.
the community is just so friendly, so kind, and like unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's what keeps me in the hobby is the community. Uh, but beyond that, it's just what's the next thing, you know, what's coming up. Just looking forward to things. Uh, but yeah, just the community and the next things really.
For sure. So,
Oh, also
so
it's history. It's
yeah,
history, sorry.
yeah, absolutely. So how old were you when you started kind of collecting and kind of starting going down this rabbit hole?
I think 10 years old in
Wow.
2017. I remember I uploaded my first video and it was 26, yeah, 2017. I uploaded my first video. It was just me just rambling. And then 2018, I started diving really deep when I was 11 years old into like thrifting. I started making thrifting videos, which are all private now, long since into the void. Uh, and it was just me sitting there just messing with blasters, just talking about how like these great deals that I got, and uh, I don't know, just something about it.
It kept you engaged.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
very.
Yeah. I don't know exact. I haven't pinpointed myself, but there's something about it. It's probably the tinkering aspect of it, but there's a lot of things to it. But there's something about just physically, tangibly, just kind of going through the motions of fiddling and fidgeting around with something. It's almost like an oral fixation of going through the motion, and it becomes addictive.
Yeah,
But at least it's fun, you know. So
yeah. I'm the same way
um,
about physical media and stuff like that. You know, it's
yeah.
like it's tangible. You can hold it. You know,
Um, so uh, so when you were doing thrifting, like what were you looking for? Like what makes a good blaster? Like what was your objective?
just really any good deals I can find. You know, because I one time I just found like a Vulcan for like $3, recons, just a bunch of whole old school end strike stuff. And I was just looking for anything that looked fun, you know, anything I could shoot a dart, I probably wanted. So
And then what when did you create your YouTube channel?
2017,
And
I
and yeah, and then
oh,
just tell
go
us
ahead.
about that again. Like what's the inspiration behind doing that?
Like ever since I can't even remember. It was a long time ago, but before I even started this YouTube channel, I pretended to film YouTube videos on like my parents' phones and stuff, as any like 9 or 8 year old would. And then I just open up my Chromebook, which I'm recording on still. Not this exact one, but yeah. And then I open up my camera, just start filming stuff, and then I upload it to my old, well, it is still my channel, Zuki 252525 Gaming, because I initially wanted it to be a gaming channel, and then it just morphed into Nerf, Lego, and then now it's just plain old Nerf and Nerf history.
Nice, nice, nice. And we gotta ask you, where did the name General Strife come from? How did that evolve?
Uh, Captain Xavier, because I noticed I was looking at all these names like Captain Xavier and Captain Shotgun. He wasn't in the hobby yet when I created the name, but I'm just using it as an example. And but General was not really like a thing in the Nerf hobby. I noticed that there's like no general names. So and then I took my favorite blaster which still is the Stryfe because it was either going to be Stryfe or Hammer Shot. So I felt like General Stryfe had a lot better ring to it than General Hammer Shot. So I just stuck with that, and it's done a great job for me expanding like my brand and stuff, as I call it at least. And it's just been really good for me ever since 2013. I've really kind of feel like I've skyrocketed, uh, just Nerf wise. When I was just before I was like small, minute, like 20 something subscribers, and then ever since then, it's just been going great.
Nice, nice. So the Strife isn't necessarily your favorite blaster to use. You're using it just out of availability, and it sounded cool.
Brand recognition.
Brand recognition. There you go. Very cool. Let's talk about blasters. What makes a fun blaster in your opinion? What are some of your favorite blasters?
Just the gimmicky ones. I mean, I like pro blasters. They're fun. Sport level blasters are my like probably my second favorite thing in the hobby. A gimmick. A gimmick is what is really important for me. Like the Busby spin shot blasters that have the spinners. Those I love, even though the ammo is like really hard to find. But like all like the Rev Reaper I thought was really fun when I initially got it for like Walmart clearance if I remember correctly. Like just anything like I think like a bolt action sling, like the lever action guys, especially like the new N series blasters. I know it's a really uncommon opinion, but I do indeed like the Infinite. Infinite is really fun with its belt gimmick. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I actually haven't had a chance to try the Infinite, but I have tried some N series blasters, and there's something to be
look
said,
out
you
at
know.
look out at Burlington because I got mine for $10.
Nice. I will say, while we're speaking of Hasbro, I was very tempted to pick up the One Piece blaster that was
Going
at
Mary.
Target. Yeah. So if anyone has gotten their hands on that, I know Flux did. I saw some photos or a video that Flux had, but I'm very tempted. I may pick one up just for the novelty of it. It does look a lot like a lot of fun, and it looks really cool. So and I think it was only like $20, so only $20, but
Yeah, around there.
so
A little much for a
relatively
single shot,
affordable.
but
It is true. So, but let's see. We have Xbox. Joe Fox has joined the chat. What is up? Happy New Year, brother. Good to see you. Good stuff coming out. Those metal plates are looking pretty good. If you guys need some machined parts, hit up Xbox Games.
really love the
Definitely
look
got
of
some
his
cool
new
stuff
Boxer
up.
Pro stuff.
Oh yeah, the Boxer Pro stuff is looking very good. And I just saw he sent out I think it was the CR Nerf. I think he sent Bill the auto trigger kit and then sent him the 100 rounder.
Like they tip wheeled it,
I got
you know.
I got mine around here
I think that's cool.
somewhere. Yeah. So very cool, very good stuff. But yeah, but yeah, what are some other fun blasters? Like what is the perfect blaster, would you say? What makes a perfect blaster to you? And then I'm curious also, if you're in the live chat comment section, we're talking about Stripe said that his favorite blasters are gimmicky blasters. What are your favorite gimmick blasters? If you have a favorite kind of gimmicky blaster, go ahead and comment that down in the live chat comment section. I want to see what everyone says. But
My favorite type of like gimmicky blaster is the ones that shoot multiple types of ammo, like a Master Key or like especially
mhm.
the new Silly Shell stuff, which I have not gotten my hands on yet, but looks like a boatload of fun. But yeah, just if it shoots like two or three different types of ammos, or like an obscure type of ammo that you barely have any of, like a marshmallow popper that can shoot like Mega Excel and the ball popper rounds. That is what really attracts me to like a fun blaster. Like it could shoot
Yeah,
different things.
yeah. Yeah. I actually have another question for the chat. I know I had mentioned the Stagecoach, the Jericho, and the Raider as kind of my nominations for Blaster of the Year for 2025. What are people's nominations for Blasters of the Year for 2025? If you got nominations, go ahead and drop that down in the live comment section. Kind of curious what everyone had fun playing with. And that's just basically me based off of my own personal experience. I haven't had a chance to fully test out the Smiley, and there's some other ones I didn't get a full chance to test out. But yeah, if you got some blasters that you nominate for Blaster of the Year, go ahead and drop that down in the live comment section.
Piston pump. That's easy. Piston pump.
Yeah, that's that's on
Not
my
one in a
list.
landslide there.
So the thing about the piston pump is, again, arguably, I don't think it was as impactful as the original Nexus Pro, but it kind of did and kind of does the same things that the Nexus Pro allowed new players to do.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was as impactful for whatever reasons as the original Nexus Pro when that released. Because the hunt was on for a very long time. I remember to get the Nexus Pro, whereas I remember the MPPs, people were pretty much getting them when they started releasing the week of. So, but game changers, arguably, yeah. So, Monkey Goose says Jericho, Breacher, and the OFD. Oh gosh, I can't read the back of that one, but one of the OFDs. Which was it start with an H? I forget which OD starts with an H. Okay, so yeah, those are good nominations. Hana, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I got a chance to see the Hana at End War. That was a lot of fun. Very cool looking. So, but so let's talk about kind of what people kind of best know you for, which is arguably your detective sleuth skills. We were talking about this kind of earlier before you got onto the stream, before we have the technical difficulties. And I just want everyone to know, in Stryfe's defense, everything was working perfectly, literally 5 minutes before showtime, and then his camera glitched. It just glitched, yeah. And once, so it's not Stryfe's fault. Oh, we have another nomination from BB. B&B is the 40 Max Lightning. I saw that. That's fun. Are you Team 40 Max or are you Team Diana? That's my other question. So let's see about that. But yeah, so tell us, how are you able to find these leaks? Because it seems like sometimes you find stuff in literally like seconds the moment it's released, or like in the most obscure possible areas that no one would even begin to think of looking.
It kind of starts with Google. I just usually just type in like in Google Images, not to give away like all my secrets. But I just type into Google Images, Nerf or X Shot, Dart Zone, Air Warriors, Blaster, whatever it be. Past 24 hours, just scroll until I hit the bottom or I find a leak. And then I do that again and again and again throughout the day. Moment I wake up, usually like on the weekends or there's a day there's no school, I just hit that computer, open it up, start scrolling. It also helps that I have a backlog of sites from previous finds on the FNC Discord, because I can just scroll through the threads there and I can just go to those sites like Auto Simon or like some distribution sites. It just really helps. And then I can also scroll on like Instagram, LinkedIn sometimes has new just things. Yeah. And then I'm trying to think. And then it's kind of like patience is key here. Like patience is really key. I I think that's it. Now I just scroll with patience and hopefully find something. Most of the time I don't. Sometimes I come victorious and find leaks. Like yesterday with the what do they call it? The K-pop Demon Hunters swords and daggers. That was a great find. I say that, and it was a official reveal. But I just first kind of I feel like I think I was the first to kind of spread the word a little bit more. But especially it helps that like if you follow Toy Fair news, like the Nuremberg Toy Fair right now that's
Mhm.
going on. Uh, I just follow like pages like that. I follow like just everything as much as I can.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of Toy Fair, if you guys don't know what Toy Fair, it's the annual showcase of. It's basically the insiders toy convention where buyers and sellers meet together, and it usually takes place up in New York every year. But if you haven't seen any videos or anything like it, and you're into Legos or action figures or just toys in general, go on YouTube and just type in Toy Fair and like Toy Fair reviews, and they got some really cool videos. One specifically was from like 1996. This guy did like a series at Toy Fair every single year up until like the early 2000s. I forget what Ira something is his name, but back in the day, you would go to the toy booth exhibitions, and they would put on these like elaborate demos. And in one of them, you will find a very young Vin Diesel, pre Fast and the Furious, pitching an action figure line, talking all like this, doing everything like that and everything. But that was at Toy Fair, and there's a bunch of really fantastic Toy Fair content, especially, I guess, classic. If you go into the 90s Toy Fair, they have really cool demos and everything. So,
I
Toy
think he's
Fair.
showing off Street Sharks there.
Yeah, Street Sharks. It might have been Street Sharks. It might have been Street
Yeah.
Sharks there. So that he was doing. But definitely go check out those videos. But Toy Fair, definitely an obvious place to look for demo leaks and things like that. But sometimes you're able to go in, like you said, like LinkedIn and just and find something. What are you looking for? Like, what is tipping you off that kind of is like, okay, this may be something I should investigate a little bit more. Like, what are the telltale signs that this is a product that someone may be interested in our hobby?
The EAN, like the UPC, but the European version of it, I don't know what the acronym is for. But the EAN really helps. You just type that in. The Hasbro code, which now just starts with G and some random numbers, that helps. And then like if I just scroll and I find photos, and I'm like, that's new. That because I try and stay up to date on what's new. So, and usually there's somebody always out there that cares about like the latest Busby blaster, like the latest recolor of the double fire from Walmart. There's always somebody out there that cares, and that's kind of what keeps me going for the leaks. Is just that somebody cares about it, and that really just makes me happy.
Andy Griff says they're jelly of you because you beat them to the leaks. Let's see. AJ is asking, how do you find blasters on sites from other countries? Do you have to use like a translator or something like that?
Uh, Usually Google just has built-in translates on like when you go to a site, it just automatically loads up in like the top right bar for me, and it just translates it. But luckily, most of them
Uh,
are English already. So
yeah. So what are like we had talked about kind of like what you recently found, but what would you say in the past have been some of your biggest finds that turned out to be like really big deals that you're just like, oh, I had first dibs on that.
Elite, I mean not Elite, N Series Infinite. It was a old Hasbro live stream that they set up. It was like the Action brands or something like that, and it was some kid holding an Infinite, and we then we only had like a set amount of leaks from like Aussie Collectibles in Australia. So, and then I was like, is that like one of these blasters? And again, couple weeks, I think it was month or two later, um, I was scrolling on Instagram or just Google Images, and it found the Sprinter. Somebody on Instagram, a tester, posted the Sprinter.
I still see you.
You hear me?
Yep. Keep going. The Sprinter.
Yeah, yeah, I was done.
Oh, sorry. We thought you cut out. Yeah. So, and then, what have been some of your other favorite finds that you're proud of?
Some At this point they kind of blur all together, like you find like a whole bunch, but I don't really know actually, besides the N series stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, Recently, like the Elite potentially coming back. Walmart, I kind of stock there, so I found like listings for stuff, but that's about it. I
Yeah.
just don't really know. Kind of all
Yeah.
blurs together. Sorry.
Well, let's talk about some of the new stuff that you mentioned before we got on here, because it sounds like, and I think you mentioned it in some discords and stuff before, but for people that haven't heard, it might be some exciting news. What are some of the recent stuff that you've been able to find?
Most recently, which was yesterday, I'm going to mention again. Sorry if you've been paying attention and are kind of sick of me mentioning it, but the uh, K-pop Demon Hunters melee, the swords and the daggers. It was a 3-pack of daggers that just came out, or not came
And
out,
that's
just
by
got revealed.
and that's going to be by Hasbro.
Yes, they're full melee with the quality of the what was it, the Shadow Speed Night Sword that just showed up at Walmart.
Hmm. And those were pretty good, actually. I don't know. I've seen the X Shot ones. The X Shot one seems pretty good. I don't know if they're melee legal for our club, because they might have some plastic for the inside. But if they're anything like that,
Core.
yeah, it should be pretty cool. So, and then who doesn't like K-pop? So, Demon Hunters is a pretty cool IP to pick up. So, giving a little hope.
There was also potential of Elite coming back, End Strike Elite, with some new Nerf End Strike Elite Rebel Ops listings.
And what indicated that?
Just the title. The title just said End Strike Elite Rebel Ops. After I was looking on like computer something, I can't remember. And it just said that. I was like, that's new.
And then you found some stuff from Dart Zone also, which sounds pretty interesting.
I mean, somebody in the FNC posted the FNC Discord about several listings, and the uh, Nexus Pro X, Delta Pro, and the Axis Switch Pro, which sounds to be like an Omnia Pro kind of thing for Dart Zone for Adventure Force. And then I just scan the QR code as you do on the Walmart app, and then I just popped up like some expanded listings of like it shoots 200 feet per second. It's $35 for the Nexus Pro X, or like the I can't remember, the Delta Pro was like 13, so that may be a small pistol like the Cricket.
Very, very, very cool. Well, I think it's super impressive how you're able to be as diligent as you are, and you're saying you kind of wake up. Like, run us through your schedule, like when you get a free day. You kind of mentioned it before, but you're kind of checking like kind of the moment you wake up, and then
Uh, well, moment I wake up every day, like moment I get on like the school bus, scroll through my phone, just looking through leaks, like not the set amount of sites. I say that till I get home because I can't really load that phone. And then I get to school, and then I look for leaks on my computer. Just scrolling through Google Images. I can't look through my saved sites because those are blocked. But and then some more throughout like two or three more times. Like when I'm bored in class, I just scroll. And then when I get home, I look through all my saved sites like and this whatever it's called ABG. I'm not gonna give away all my sites, but those just to name a few. And then a couple more like I might scroll through Google again, and then before I go to bed, I scroll, and then I'm kind of done.
Yeah, so I mean, you're diligent. So it's not kind of a once a day kind of thing. It's a multiple kind of So that's super impressive. Um, so you said you're in Iowa, and you're in school and everything. So phone flinging opportunities aren't as abundant as you'd like them to be. But just tell us a little bit about, kind of your area and your experience in foam flinging where you are and kind of where you're hoping maybe to expand to now that you might have the opportunity to.
Well, I've most experience I've had here is just backyard battles and a single park battle at a local school with some of my sister's friends, I think they were. And then just one time at school, we did archery tag, if you guys know what that is. Chat or Andrew, if you, uh, we did, uh, that's basically, we did archery tag for one day. My legs hurt after that, but, and then hopefully, I already got my permit, but if I can learn how to drive properly, not in Cruising USA, but if I can learn how to drive properly, I may be able to go to events in Cedar Rapids, hopefully someday Maryland. That's always on the docket.
Nice. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. I know. I think you mentioned Des Moines was the closest group or area that had foam flinging for you, but obviously, CR Nerf is located out there, and they have many events that they do, and then hopefully there'll be some larger scale events that are being hosted out towards that way eventually.
I've always
I know.
wanted to host my own events.
Yeah. I mean, I know Turkey, there's some events up in Wisconsin and Illinois, but it's not, you know, not as close. Still just as far
Not
as
my neck of the woods.
any other. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, so where having collected all the way kind of from age 10 to where you are now, almost 10 years later, what have you seen change within the hobby and the blasters and just things in general? What was your observation? What has changed? What has stayed the same? What's the evolution been like from your observation?
Well, for one, Hasbro kind of fell off, or really fell off. Zuru kind of took up like the ranks as one blaster company. But like just it feels different. Sport level is way bigger than it was. I think back in 2017, that was before the Nexus Pro, back when Steffens were still like the primary half length dart. And then I wasn't even really in the hobby then, but I just know that like things like I remember when Elite 2.0 dropped and everybody got pissed at Hasbro. That was a fun time. And then Zuru kind of repeating history over and over and over again with their constant repaints and reskins of old things, and then slowly but surely growing. And then 2023 hits, and I hear about the World Film Alliance, and like right as I started to change my name, and then I'm like, wow, there's more things. So kind of pushed myself out a little bit more, uh, and got introduced to people like CR Nerf, uh, people in the Wolfram Alliance, all these great people and great smaller communities in this large sport, like artistic community we call Nerf.
Yeah, for sure. I've only been in the hobby since the pandemic, so I still consider myself a noob, relatively speaking. But yeah, I mean, just from my short stay here, I've definitely seen. I think I was at the tail end of kind of the NIC, and the Hasbro was still putting out some fun stuff, but Dart Zone was really kind of up and coming with the pro line, and Zuru was doing a lot of reskins at that point, but starting to put out some decent stuff. But fast forward 2-3 years later, pro line is mainstream, and you can get short darts at your local Walmart and Targets, and blasters are hitting anywhere between 60 all the way up to 200 FPS, depending if you know what you're getting. But it's amazing to see that evolution in that amount of time. And again, as an organizer, someone who hosts an event, and and then growing that event to where it is in a short amount of time, I can only imagine what the evolution was like for someone that's been in the hobby for a way longer extended period of time than myself. So I'm always curious and wondering what that experience was like, based off of off of people's observations. So, but yeah, I think I agree. I think the pro level is definitely one of the biggest evolutions that we're seeing, and it's funny because I think what's happening is people are trying to maximize performance, FPS chase, and just try to get the most out of these blasters. A lot of them are 3D printed, design, and prototype that way, but a lot of that is actually making its way backwards into the mass market kind of offerings. So that's exciting to see, kind of the evolution, and then kind of how that reverts back to the foundations of what we have here in the hobby. So, but yeah, very cool. Let's talk a little bit more about your content creation. Where would you like to see your content creation go?
I mean, I don't mean to mention Coop because
We love Coop.
people kind of like people just mention his name too much, I feel like, but he kind of left like a hole that many people are trying to fill. But I feel like they're trying to fill like the wrong kind of portions of it, or like they think that like he just left like a review hole. But like there's a hole that's missing, or a hole that's there, that like an entry point, a content entry point into hobby. And I kind of want to fill that hole with not reviews, but like video essay type things, with like talking about the history of the brand, trying to get into documentary style videos with my X shot video that I've been on since like last December and still have yet to put out. And
That's how it goes.
Points, like just into hobby.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think that's very cool. I definitely agree that there has been a void, a noticeable void, shall we say, with the absence of Coop, and even Drac doesn't do reviews that much anymore. Wellcome still does, and Flux and a few others. But that methodical presentation that Coop had, I think, strength of presenting in that format of of uh, of observation numbers and
Like
everything like
repetitive
that.
format.
Yeah, and actually testing and everything like that. Like, we don't get much of that these days. But I do like, not to say that, and again, you said your goal is to be a little bit different and more storytelling and documentary kind of style, which I think is great because that again kind of separates you, and you're not trying to fill Coop. You're just kind of doing your own thing, which I think is awesome. So I'm super excited to see how that goes for you. Because I definitely think even in my own stuff, I in my stuff, it's not so much about me and like what I have and what I'm doing. My goal is really to kind of showcase the fun everyone else is having. Because, if other people are having fun, potentially it could be contagious, and that's what it's all
Yeah.
about. So and no one wants to see me miss 50 shots mag dumping trying to tag someone for extended period of time. It's just not fun. I don't even want to watch it. So for me, it's always been not necessarily about reviewing blasters or that, but really just kind of showcasing the fun. And I think that's kind of the goal. Kind of what you mentioned as well is what you're trying to do. So I'm super excited to see that. Let's see. Let's take a look at the live chat section. I know we got a late start and we're running late, so we're probably going to wrap it up pretty soon. But let's just see if we have any questions. If you guys have any questions or comments for Stryfe, go ahead and drop them down in the live comments section. Hopefully he didn't give away all his secrets for finding leaks, and I'm sure most of you aren't as diligent into waking up first thing and then during and then after and then right before bed to find these leaks. So I don't think you'll have too much competition. Maybe Andy Griff. Andy Griff seems a little jelly. We'll find out. But yeah, no. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them down in the live comments section. Stryfe, what are your plans? Like, what are you looking forward to? Where do you see yourself in the next in the near future?
Just going places, like physically, like going to events. That's just short term, right? I have like a lot of long term dreams as well, like the Midwest Nerfing Hub dream, which I've talked extensively about in various chats and stuff. But yeah, that's just going places. That's about my short term stuff.
Yeah, no, it'd be great to see you at some events now that you got your permit and license. Making it out to some events because it's fun to plink and fidget, but I mean even from playing in your backyard, there's nothing like playing with other fellow foam flinging enthusiasts. So we definitely hope
Exactly.
to see you. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I think everyone is pretty good. Stripe, tell us, where can people find you? Where can people find you?
General Strife on YouTube. General Strife Extras also on YouTube. Daily Dose of Foam also. I'm starting to do more Daily Dose of Foam stuff. Instagram, same handle. TikTok, kind of. I don't really post a lot on there. I mean, as if I post anything on YouTube. But yeah, that's about it.
Let's. I did want to mention Daily Dose of Foam. What is Daily Dose of Foam for those people that don't know?
It's like it's mainly short content, just to keep people informed. It started as a thing from bots and blasters, and then I kind of took over it when he was done. So I kind of carrying the torch now. of Daily Dose of Foam, and just trying to show off leaks, trying to show the newest stuff.
Yeah, and in case you guys don't know, shout out to I'm so sorry, bots and blasters, and Foam After Dark. If you haven't caught their live stream, I think they live stream every Monday, or I think they're getting back into it. I know they took a little break.
Monday.
Monday, yeah. But shout out to
Yeah.
bots. Definitely check out bots' live stream. Always good stuff, and they always have good guests. But yeah, Daily Dose of Foam originally was Bots' thing, and now you're taking it over, providing information of our Daily Dose of Foam. But and people can find you on YouTube, Instagram, and on the Discord. So, but yeah, again, I appreciate you joining us, despite the technical difficulties that we just conveniently had right before we went on air. But this was fantastic. Like I said, we've been joking about getting you on for a few years now, and I thought it was appropriate and well deserved at this point to have you on as a guest. And I'm not sorry for it. It's been a fantastic time, and I hope you had a.
It was an absolute joy.
Hope it wasn't too painful. Yeah. But we will be back here next week for another live streaming episode of Get Off My Lawn with Al the Geek and Captain Xavier. I'm not quite sure who their guest is going to be. They might have a call-in show if we can get that on. Someone was asking, what is that black shirt in the background? It looks like a little brand marketing. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we know what that is. But yes, so again, we'll be back next Wednesday with Al and Captain Xavier, and then we'll be back for another episode of the Foam Zone. I am confirming my guest. I have a super long list. I'm hoping to get Mighty Shrub on here. I have a whole list of HVZ mods and organizers that I'm trying to get on here. There's a very extensive list. And again, don't be shy if you want to come on. Reach out to us. I know that B&B had someone in mind that we're trying to get on for an event before March. So maybe we'll schedule that as soon as possible. But yeah, it's been fantastic. I'm super excited to be back here on the Foam Zone. We are here back for 2026 World Foam Alliance. Appreciate everyone joining us this evening. Hope to see you guys soon. And don't forget to, and remember to, Dark Sweet. Have a good one, guys.